Welcome back and to a new video on Captain Calibra. So we've had a busy week, well, busy 2 weeks, which is why there's been a delay regarding the filming. So it's really busy. It's a busy time for us now. And we've had 2 birthdays. Andy Needham, big 5-0. And it's been my birthday as well. And Christmas works due. Yeah, last night, which is why I'm looking a bit bedraggled. Well, 15 guys and me, so you can imagine, great fun. So it's to update really on where we're at. So last video we was rush treating.
The bulkhead in this.
Yeah. So there's a top tip actually that we filmed recently that we're going to skip to now. It's a top tip that we were given, and it's a beauty.
It is, yeah.
Because we overlooked it because we didn't know. So we want to share it with you. Okay, there's one area on this car that I want to show you that, in honesty, we will be honest here, we didn't know about. Somebody from the Calibra register, and he's actually building a Calibra himself at the moment, has told me about this. Now, we would have overlooked this, and it's been overlooked in the past. It's never been advised on MOT neither. And basically, if you follow the chassis down, where it meets the bulkhead, I'm going to try and show you. Can you lift that up, Brent?
Yeah.
So there's a seam weld where the chassis, there, that's it.
Yeah.
Where it meets the bulkhead there, and the water collects and that corrodes. And as you can see, ours has started. Thankfully, in this instance, it's surface corrosion. I'm going to wire brush that back, and then we're going to treat it with some rust treatment, and then obviously seal it, and we'll make that body colour again.
Yeah, it'll look nice when it's done.
But that is crucial. Anyone building these cars, that is a really easy thing to overlook.
Well, it's an awkward place because you've got a gully coming down.
Totally. And
you're soundproofing, so water's going to gather.
And you can't see it. It's not visual. So it's something to bear in mind. Top tip of the day. So thank you very much for that tip, Steve. That's been a godsend. It's been telling us that.
We'd have missed that, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Easily missed.
Definitely. Actually, Brent, have you got a torch down there?
Yes.
So we have rust treated that. And this is where we're at the moment. Can you see down there? The camera on that chassis leg, you can just see a little bit of it. It's really awkward to see on the camera. So yeah, that's been treated.
Down here, this piece here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so it has been treated with the rust treatment that we use. So that's been left to basically work its magic.
Yeah.
And then we are going to body colour that. Paul's going to paint that.
Yeah.
So, but it's fabulous. Thank you for that information. It's also enabled us to share it with other enthusiasts as well. Now then, moving on to
sunroof.
The sunroof. So on sunroof. Thanks for that. You bailed me out there. I forgot. So sunroof. If you remember on the last video, you were trying to get to work. We found that it was disconnected, and then it was a case of fingers crossed. It was just that. But in actual fact, it was that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was broken.
Yeah.
Andy's tried to repair it, but it just won't.
Yeah.
Because it's cast aluminium.
Absolutely. There were no way. So we put a plea out on the last video asking if anyone could source parts. It's just a no-go. They're not available anymore. So then we looked into getting a second-hand sunroof. Rarer than rocking horse shit, literally. Yeah, we've got more chance of finding that. So we was at a loss with that really until
Calibra Club.
From the Calibra register. Thank you so much. He contacted me direct, told me that one had just come online for sale. Phoned the guy for me, reserved it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're on the way to where was it?
Liverpool.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
Sunroof. Stuart Edwards, you are a lifesaver. So it's actually here. It's actually fitted.
It's actually there.
So, a job off the list, Brent.
Yeah, it's there. It is. It's not powered up yet, but he said it was working when he took it out. So.
Yeah, and it's sitting in the runners beautifully. Already we can tell the difference. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It worked on the bench.
Yeah.
Everything worked perfectly.
Yeah.
So it just obviously we need to do the headlining. And then get it all rewired back up again.
We do keep putting that off. We keep passing that around, although I am just going to stress that Brent's watched all the videos. He spent the time doing the research. So I'm thinking really, I don't know if you guys agree at home, but I'm thinking this is Brent's job.
No, I think I should teach Andy because Andy's been teaching me welding, so
Yeah.
I think I have to return the favour.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be Brent's job. Right, so moving over to the battery tray, yeah?
Yes.
So corroded and pitted was
Yep.
the issue, and obviously you took that job on.
Yep. Sanded the corrosion back, just
Yep.
get rid of a lot of it, and some rust treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Skim and filler, flattened it all off, and then just primed it and painted it.
Brilliant. So we've actually got that process. So we kept doing little bits in between.
Yeah.
So I'll put that on for you now. Over to the bonnet.
Yep.
Now, people at home have seen half of this process already. And just to remind you that the reels that Andy does are on TikTok as well and your social media. So he shows the process himself. Just run us through it again, Andy, what you did, so we can share it on YouTube.
It's just basically a similar thing to the battery tray. Try and get rid of all the rust, chop it out. I've had to make a new panel there.
Yeah.
A new panel in the middle here.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it I've just cleaned up, rust treated, flattened it all back, and then skims of filler wherever needed.
Absolutely, which is fair to say, actually, the areas that is just highlighted there, you obviously can't see it now. You can't see, it was really bad, and you'll see from this reel that I'm going to put on in a minute to show you the process.
It's where all the water's collected.
Take note of how this is looking now, because you've done an amazing job.
Looks a
on
bit
this.
better than it did, didn't it?
It is so good, Andy. You've done such a fantastic job of that. So this is the reel of Andy's workmanship, because it is excellent. And then on the upside of the bonnet, unfortunately, Paul can't be with us today, but Paul has done the majority of this work on the upside, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Again, I've filmed this as we've been going along, so I can put you a reel together. But obviously, if you want to explain the process, Andy, of what's been done, because you've helped, haven't you, with
Yeah,
this?
to start with, there was the big dent in the middle.
Yes.
So he's ground all the paint off,
Yeah.
so he could get a clean surface, de-aired it, so it's all nice and clean.
Yeah.
Then he's used the dent pin puller, basically welds to it, slide hammer it out, and just keep doing that until you get a decent, so you've pulled most of the dent out.
Yeah, and you do it by feel,
Yeah.
You don't do it by eye. So anything that you're doing regarding panels, I've had a bit of experience with it myself when I was working with Darren.
It's all feel.
It's all feel. Don't try and look at it by eye. Even with lights, you still can't see it.
Yeah.
Flat palm and fingertips.
Yeah.
Every time. Right. So then he's skimmed it, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's the third skim. He's just building it up in layers.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Then he's feathered all the edges out.
Yeah. But you'll literally see from the process that I'm going to put on now that he's got it pretty much banged on anyway, hasn't he?
It's not far off.
So this really...
A lot of that will be gone.
It's cosmetic anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just to make it perfect, and that's how Paul works.
Yeah.
It's what we want.
Yeah, he's very good.
I'll put the process on for you now. So while Andy has been taking the underseal back, yeah?
Yep. Stripping all this underseal off here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing, really, because he's discovered more corrosion that we
came across that.
Yeah. So you couldn't see it.
No, it was underneath the underseal.
Absolutely. So obviously we're taking all the underseal off. So this keeps happening. So when we think we're done with the welding, actually we're not. So yeah, we thought we were done, Andy, yeah. So then, yeah, you've had a dabble.
I have, yeah. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. So
really
our Brent's been new welder. But I mean, this is something else that we like to promote on the channel, is that, you know, have a go.
Yeah, definitely.
If you've got the option and you've got the opportunity to do it, do it. And
That's it.
Yeah, you've enjoyed it.
Oh, I've loved it every minute.
Yeah. So he keeps finding welding now. But anyway, so this is where we're at, basically. So you've made the piece as well, the panel, yeah?
Yeah.
So you've made that there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just cut it out of a piece of steel. I had a rough template to work to. So I had a basic shape. And, yeah. But everything's here to do it with, so it's really quite satisfying doing it.
Yeah.
You get a flat piece of metal.
Absolutely.
Especially around the other side, but it had to be shaped and curved.
Yeah, in fact,
and
can I have the camera?
Yeah.
Brent, lead the way. Show me. What, there's a ramp there, love? Yeah. Right, so let's have a look here.
That was the second piece there. We've got some photos to put on the pieces, actually. Sort of.
Yeah, so like he's just said, the processes that I've been showing you, we've been filming as we go along for a collage, just to show you the process. I've got these as well.
Yeah, I've got lots of pictures. Lots of pictures.
Yeah, but you deserve this limelight. Well done. That is awesome.
I've really enjoyed it. I really have.
Brilliant. And the next piece?
Is
the
around
next
the front.
area? Oh, it would be. Yeah, brilliant. Come with us, guys. Around the workshop. Nice view, actually, of the captain here. Look at him. Stripped. Sorry.
Well, that's that piece there.
Yeah.
And underneath.
Absolutely.
Because unlike that one, that's nice and solid.
Yeah.
That side was full of holes and all corroded.
Yeah.
But again, we've got loads of pictures of before and after.
Before and after. Of our Brent welding.
Yeah.
Good lad.
So,
Happy?
Oh, very.
Awesome. Right, so the main reason we're doing this is to raise money for our veterans and their families. So all the proceeds, as you are all aware, are going to help the heroes. This is how to purchase your tickets. It's through PayPal, and the link is paypal.me/autolass. They are £10 a ticket. And how it works is, for every ticket that you purchase a leaf, which goes on our blooming wall. So the wall will hopefully bloom. So the leaves obviously will collect on the vine. Every 50 tickets that we sell, a rose will appear on this wall. Plant pots are also available. So from the last 2 charity cards that we've done, we have had people wanting to buy 10 tickets.
Yeah.
£100 worth of tickets. For £100, get your name on a plant pot as well. Yeah, massive support.
Oh yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Definitely.
Two already.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I would love a leaf. I mean, I can't do, obviously, but I would love a leaf as a
Christmas.
as a Christmas, birthday, anything that's up and coming. It's
Don't buy
a
lottery ticket.
Exactly.
Buy a ticket to buy a car, win a car.
Exactly. Buy a ticket to win Captain Calibra, and it's supporting your veterans as well.
Exactly.
Whether you win or not, you are still supporting your veterans at a time where they need us most at Christmas as well. It's a difficult time of year for our veterans. So purchase your tickets, go over, the link is on this video, £10 a ticket, leave me your name and your contact details. And fingers crossed.
Yep.
Yeah, you could be a winner. Thanks for your support, guys, and we will see you very soon.
Cheers.
Have a lovely Christmas and a Happy New Year.